So we got some heavy reports right now coming out about Elon Schmuck and some serious extensive drug use and consumption, obviously, while serving as one of Ronald Gump's closest advisors. He'd been going at the ketamine so frequently it caused bladder issues and traveled with a daily supply of a good little package full of pills. This is claims made by the New York Times, and these are insiders that have seen it. He's regularly consuming ketamine now, not like he says in the reports, but continuously. Ecstasy is on the menu all the time. Psychedelic mushrooms, psilocybin, if you're, and this is all during his political prominence. Anonymous sources familiar with the activity said his drug use intensified as he was donating the $275 million to Trump's presidential campaign, and then it's upscaled again when he was wielding significant power through his role spearheading Doge. Now, Musk, thank God, just announced that he's taken off on that. Musk, But ecstasy itself is classified by the DEA as a Schedule 1 controlled substance with no accepted medical use, making it entirely prohibited for federal employees. But Musk has been classed as a special government employee and not subject to the same rules.
Well, that's a pretty much across the board for everything, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, but in America, they got their 3 levels or whatever, and it is very much, and so ketamine is a Scheduled 3, so it can be, it could be violating of workplace policies as well for recreational use, right? Now, like I was mentioning there, in some interviews, Musk has very much alluded to the fact that it has been light recreational use with ketamine, like, every couple of weeks or something, because otherwise I've got a lot to do. But these insiders are telling us a very different report now. His ketamine use was so high, his bladder was literally giving him issues and had to be checked and had to be, this had to be dealt with.
By who? White House?
They don't say, they don't say in this. He probably had his dog sniff his butt, and then, that was it, right? Adderall was in the pill box. Where is it here? When asked, Harrison Fields, a White House spokesperson, was asked whether Musk had to do any tests, and the guy answered with, "He has accomplished more for American taxpayers than many career politicians."
That's true. He's tanked it.
Yeah, but the question was, has he been tested for drugs?
Yeah.
That's like saying, has he been tested for drugs? No, but he had a really nice chicken salad sandwich today for lunch.
His favorite color is yellow. No, blue.
Yeah. And now, just before we wrap this up, let's turn to SpaceX. SpaceX has strict policies against drug use due to government contracts. Insiders are reporting that Musk was given the heads up every time those emergency no alert tests came up so that he wouldn't be there.
But the good news is he is going to be in the, the drug using Olympics coming up soon.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, right? You see the way that guy jumps? He pretty much got his feet off the ground. That was amazing.
Or in the 4-foot belly flop.
Too funny. So what sewer are you going to drag us through today, Dunk?
Well, I'm going to take you to a lovely dinner It's going to cost you a fortune to go down. We've all heard about it. The crypto dinner that Trump held at Mar-a-Lago long ago. It was billed as the most exclusive invitation in the world. Basically, you paid a shit ton of money. I don't know what the invitation's about. But some guests at Donald Trump's cryptocurrency dinner say the only thing elite about the evening was the price tag. Roughly 220 crypto investors, each reportedly paying an average of 1.78 million to go and to back Trump's official meme coin, gathered at his Virginia Golf Club for a black tie event. And that's how Trump turned up at the black tie event. Doesn't seem to understand what a black tie event is. He was just wearing the same old shitty suit he'd been wearing all day.
Anyway. He's wearing darker colors here than he did to the Pope's funeral. This guy's a moron, you know?
Yeah. In return, they were promised access to the president. Ugh, I don't want that. Insider perks and once in a lifetime VIP experience. What they got instead was cold fish, flat speeches, and a whole lot of bread and butter. It sucked, said guest Nicholas Pinto, a 25-year-old who described himself as someone who does trading. Speaking to Wired, Pinto said it was the worst food I've ever had at a Trump golf course. So he's been before. Adding that the only redeeming part of the meal was quite literally the bread and butter.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the scoop of potato up at the top. And it's literally came from an ice cream scoop. Look at it.
Yeah, on the menu on the left is on the right is pan-seared halibut with a citrus reduction.
I thought it was a chunk of tofu. Look at it.
It says reduction. It was probably a tariff.
Yeah.
Filet mignon with a demi-glaze because they couldn't afford a full glaze. And a dessert, Pinto deemed not a Big Mac, but I'll take it. Water and Trump branded wine were the only drinks available. Oh, Trump branded wine.
Can you imagine? It's just flavored vinegar.
But since the former president is a teetotaler, I didn't know that. Pinto says his water glass was the only filled once all evening. Okay, so he only got one glass of water.
Wow.
Crypto blogger Chris Skinner critiqued the dinner with a post that read, this is what you get served, a 25-minute speech from a podium by the numbers with no depth on crypto. Of course, what do you expect from Trump?
He doesn't know anything about it.
No, the only thing he knows about it is he can make a shit ton of money out of it.
Yeah,
he hated it.
You put this guy on stage and get him to explain even the basics of the blockchain, and he will start talking about how blocks of wood can be chained together. Like he has no clue.
Yeah, so quite frankly, everybody's just complaining about the meal. And then one guy says it's the kind of meal he does get as a reward in prison for not stabbing anyone all week. I mean, it does look pretty great. Even just the carrots just look sad. And I don't know what the green thing is down there. Is that a courgette?
The vegetables look pre-eaten. Like they look like they've come out the back of a rabbit, right?
Yeah, it's been passed through the president.
But let me just point this out before we're done. You see how it says Trump, Washington, D.C.? Carolyn Blondie Bimbo Levitt there was very clear when she said this is a private function that has zero to do with the president. This is him in his own private life. Well, then why is it all branded Washington, D.C.?
I suppose that's because where it is.
I think it's a little bit more than that. You just bought an audience with the president who doesn't want to hear from you, but thanks for eating my shitty food. Oh man. Yeah. So if you're new here,
I got loads more about this, but fuck it.
Yeah. No, I think we can wrap up at the point where they paid for an ice cream scoop of potato. Look at that. I swear it is. It is. If you're new here, people, hit like, share, and subscribe. We'd surely appreciate it.
And don't forget, for mash get smashed. For those in the UK, remember that. Anyway, don't leave a little comment in the comment section. You can just leave your your favorite. What on that plate would you eat? Just any of it.
I bet those potatoes were powdered, man. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.